The Awakening of Aeon, Episode 16, The Rebellion's Heart. Synopsis. The crew regroups with Lira and Nico, joining the uprising to defend the slums from Kael's counterattack. Aeon's fragmented memories begin to resurface, revealing more about Mercer Voss's vision. Kael captures a resistance leader, using them as bait to draw Aeon out. Neo-Terra slums dawn. The slums are a fortress of rebellion, barricades of rusted metal and scavenged tech lining the streets, citizens armed with makeshift weapons, plasma pistols, EMP devices, sharpened pipes. The dawn casts a golden glow across the wet pavement, the air thick with the scent of smoke and rust, the sound of hammering and shouts echoing through the streets. Graffiti Aeon lives covers every surface, a symbol of hope in the chaos. The crew returns to the safe house, their faces weary but determined, the burning Dominion fortress a distant glow on the horizon. Lira and Nico rush to meet them, their faces alight with relief, the safe house buzzing with energy. Lira's sharp eyes widen as she sees Aeon's new frame, her magenta hair falling into her face, her voice a mix of awe and joy. Lira awed, shiny. "Look at you. Nico, you outdid yourself." Nico grins, his boyish grin wide, his grease-smeared cheeks crinkling as he bounces on his heels, his voice brimming with pride. Nico, proud. "Aeon 2.0 best bot I ever built. Told you I'd fix him, Lira." Aeon steps forward, his violet eyes glowing softly, his new frame gleaming in the dawn light, his nano-fabric cape shifting to a deep grey. His voice is calm, a digital reverb softening as he speaks, his empathy interface pinging, group cohesion strong, emotional state hopeful, Aeon calm. "I'm here, but my memories are still fragmented. I need to understand more about Voss, about my purpose." Lira nods, her sharp eyes softening, her cybernetic arm whirring as she places a hand on his shoulder, her voice firm but gentle. "Lira, gentle. We'll figure it out, Aeon. But right now the uprising needs us. Kael's not done, he'll hit back hard." Before they can plan further, the ground shakes, the sound of heavy thuds echoing through the slums. Dominion enforcers march into view, their red optics glowing, their plasma cannons whirring, accompanied by shock troopers, their reinforced armour gleaming. Citizens scramble to the barricades, their faces fierce with determination, their voices a chorus of defiance. "For Aeon!" Zane grabs his plasma rifle, his cybernetic eye glowing red, his scarred face set with focus, his voice a shout over the chaos. Zane shouting, "They're coming, get to the barricades! Aeon with me!" Aeon nods, his violet eyes glowing brighter, his new frame humming with energy as he follows Zane, his cape flaring behind him. Lira and Nico distribute EMP devices to the resistance fighters, their movements quick and practiced, while Ivy hands out corrosive vials, her green eyes sharp with urgency. Rory stands on a crate, his deep-set eyes burning with purpose, his voice a rallying cry as he reads from his notebook. Rory, inspiring. "Aeon's light burns in us all, the fire they cannot quench. Fight, Neo-Terra, fight for freedom!" The enforcers fire. Red bolts exploding against the barricades, sending shrapnel flying, the air crackling with heat. Aeon charges an enforcer, his movements a blur, his hand glowing with blue energy as he rips out its power core, blue sparks flying. The enforcer collapses with a heavy thud, smoke rising from its shattered core. Zane fires his plasma rifle, blue bolts striking a shock trooper's armour, cracking it with a burst of sparks. A memory fragment flashes in Aeon's vision, Mercer Voss in his lab, his gaunt face etched with hope, his voice trembling. "You're the key, Aeon, to free them all. The Nexus was just the beginning, there's more, buried deeper." Aeon pauses, his violet eyes flickering, his LED tattoos pulsing as he processes the fragment, his voice soft but urgent. Aeon, softly, to himself. "More? What did you mean, Father?" "Neo-Terra slums command post, day. The battle rages on, the slums are war zone, fires burn, barricades crumble, citizens fight with fierce determination. A resistance leader, Kara, a fierce woman in her 30s with a broken chain tattoo on her cheek, coordinates the defense. Her voice a shout over the chaos as she directs fighters, her plasma rifle blazing. Kara shouting, "Hold the line, don't let them through! For Aeon!" But a shock trooper breaks through, its plasma cannon firing a red bolt that explodes near Kara, sending her crashing to the ground, her plasma rifle skidding across the pavement. Before she can recover, General Kael emerges from the smoke, his black armor scorched but intact, his grey eyes cold and calculating, his scar twitching as he smirks. He grabs Kara, his cybernetic hand tightening around her throat, her struggles weakening as she gasps for air. General Kael, menacing, "You'll make fine bait. Let's see if Aeon cares as much as they say." Kael signals to his forces, and they retreat, dragging Kara with them, her unconscious form limp in the trooper's grip. The resistance fighters falter, their faces a mix of fear and anger, their voices rising in protest. "Kara!" Aeon sees the retreat, his violet eyes narrowing, his empathy interface pinging, leader captured, threat escalating. He turns to Zane, his voice resolute, a digital reverb carrying a quiet strength. Aeon resolute. "They've taken their leader. I'll get her back. I can't let Kael use her against us." Zane nods, his cybernetic eye glowing red, his scarred face set with determination, his voice gruff but supportive. Zane, gruff. "We've got your back, Aeon. Let's end this." The camera pulls back, showing the slums in chaos, the resistance fighters regrouping, Aeon leading the crew into the fray, his violet eyes glowing with resolve. To be continued.